Are you in the market for a new car? You might be surprised to learn that some models are sitting on dealer lots for an astonishingly long time. We've uncovered 12 cars that are overstaying their welcome, with some collecting dust for over 200 days. This extended inventory time could mean big savings for savvy buyers. From the Hyundai Ionic 6's 263-day wait to the BMW 5 Series' 305-day stay, these cars are defying typical supply and demand patterns. Curious about which models are ripe for negotiation? Stick around as we reveal the doziest dozen in today's car market and the potential deals waiting for you. Did you know there's a car that's been collecting dust on dealership lots for an astonishing 1,755 days? Meet the Dodge Charger, the automotive world's own sleeping beauty. While most vehicles sell within 60 to 90 days, this muscle car has been waiting for buyers for nearly 5 years. Why is the Charger hitting the snooze button on sales? Consumer preferences have shifted gears, leaving this once popular ride in the rearview mirror. Today's buyers prioritize fuel efficiency, tech features, and electric power. The Charger's gas-guzzling V8 engine looks like a dinosaur in a world of sleek, eco-friendly mammals. Competitors like the Ford Mustang and Chevrolet Camaro have adapted to changing tastes, offering more fuel-efficient options and modern tech features. Meanwhile, the Charger's been doing the same old routine, and the audience is getting bored. Dodge isn't helping matters with their pricing strategy. They've kept prices high even as demand drops lower than your teenager's motivation to do chores. It's like they're playing chicken with buyers' wallets, and so far, the wallets are winning. But here's where things get interesting for muscle car enthusiasts. With inventory piling up faster than dirty laundry on a teenager's floor, dealerships are getting antsy. They need to move these cars, and that means one thing: discounts. We're talking potential price cuts that could make your wallet do a happy dance. Dealers might be willing to shave off thousands from the sticker price just to see these Chargers finally charge off the lot. We're hearing whispers of discounts ranging from 10% to 15% off MSRP, and in some cases, even more for older models. Imagine walking into a dealership and scoring a brand new Charger RT with a V8 engine for $35,000 instead of its usual $40,000 price tag. Picture this. You've always dreamed of owning a muscle car, but the price tag made you hesitate. Now, with these discounts, you could be cruising down the highway in your very own Charger, feeling the power of that V8 engine, all while knowing you got an incredible deal. It's like finding a hidden treasure in plain sight at the dealership. So, if you've been eyeing a Charger, now might be the perfect time to pounce. These sleeping beauties won't stay dormant forever, especially with deals this good. Ever wondered what happens when a luxury SUV struggles to find its forever home? Let's take a closer look at the Audi Q8, a sleek and stylish ride that's causing quite a stir in the high-end vehicle market. The Audi Q8 is the epitome of luxury on wheels. With its cutting-edge technology, premium materials, and powerful performance, it's designed to turn heads. We're talking about a vehicle with a virtual cockpit, adaptive air suspension, and a cabin that feels like it was crafted by artisans. But here's the kicker. These beauties are sitting on dealership lots for an average of 270 days. So why is this premium ride getting the cold shoulder? For starters, the luxury SUV market is more crowded than ever. Every brand wants a piece of the pie, making it tough for any single model to stand out. And when you compare the Q8 to its competitors, like the BMW X6, things get interesting. The X6 offers similar features and performance, often at a lower price point, leaving potential Q8 buyers scratching their heads. But it's not just about the competition. The Q8's own sibling, the Audi Q7, is stealing some of its thunder. Priced at least $15,000 less and offering more interior space, the Q7 is proving to be a formidable rival within the Audi family. Consumer preferences are shifting too. Many buyers are turning away from large, fuel-inefficient SUVs in favor of more practical options. And with an average price tag of $85,000, the Q8 is asking buyers to dig deep into their pockets. So, what's a dealer to do? While discounts might seem like an obvious solution, luxury manufacturers are often reluctant to slash prices. They worry about damaging the brand's prestige and affecting resale values. But with Q8s gathering dust on the lot, some dealers are starting to break out the discount dance. Here's where it gets interesting for you, the savvy car shopper. These slow sales could mean serious savings opportunities. We're hearing whispers of some eye-popping price cuts on these luxury land yachts. If you've been eyeing a Q8, now might be the time to strike. Want to know if there are deals in your area? Do some digging. Check out local dealerships, compare prices online, and don't be afraid to negotiate. You might just drive home in a luxury SUV for a lot less than you thought possible. Happy hunting. Remember when the Lincoln Navigator was the king of the road? This full-size luxury SUV once ruled the streets, turning heads and making celebrities feel like they were captaining their own personal yacht on the highway. But times have changed, and the Navigator is now struggling to stay afloat in a sea of evolving consumer preferences. Let's look at the shocking numbers. The Navigator is spending an average of 262 days on dealer lots. That's longer than some people stick to their New Year's resolutions. And we're not talking about a few lonely vehicles. There are over 8,700 unsold Navigators across the United States. That's enough to create a parade from coast to coast. So what's causing this luxury liner to run aground? In a word, efficiency. While competitors are embracing more fuel-efficient options, the Navigator is still guzzling gas like it's going out of style. It averages a mere 16 miles per gallon, a far cry from more eco-friendly alternatives. In today's eco-conscious market, that's about as appealing as a coal-powered smartphone. But surely all those luxury features must count for something, right? Well, step inside and you'll find a leather-lined interior that would make a cow blush and a 48-inch panoramic dashboard screen longer than some TVs. Impressive? Sure. But all this luxury comes with a price tag of around $105,000. That's enough to buy a small house in some parts of the country. Here's where things get even stickier. Lincoln hasn't given the Navigator a major update since its 2018 redesign. While other luxury brands are rolling out new tech features and more efficient powertrains, Lincoln seems to be asleep at the wheel. It's like they're trying to win a race with last year's car. But here's the silver lining for savvy buyers. All these troubles for Lincoln mean potential treasures for you. Dealers are getting desperate to move these land yachts off their lots. We're hearing whispers of discounts that could make even the most tight-fisted bargain hunters do a double take. Some buyers are reportedly saving significant amounts off MSRP. That could turn this six-figure luxury liner into a surprisingly attainable dream ride. So if you've always wanted to captain your own Navigator, now might be the time to set sail. Remember when the BMW 5 Series was the undisputed king of luxury sedans? This German engineering marvel once dominated the market, but now it's facing a surprising fall from grace. You won't believe what's happening to BMW's once-beloved midsize luxury car. Over 3,000 BMW 5 Series sedans are languishing on dealership lots across the country. These aren't just short-term residents. They're spending an average of 305 days waiting for a buyer. That's almost a full year under the dealership lights. What's causing this luxury letdown? While everyone else is embracing SUVs and crossovers, the 5 Series is still trying to make sedans happen. The latest generation has shifted from sharp and sporty to smooth and subdued. BMW traded its racing suit for a comfy bathrobe, focusing more on comfort than corner carving. The once thrilling driving experience has been tamed, leaving enthusiasts wanting more. But there's more to the story. The 5 Series is now facing stiff competition from upstart brands like Genesis and Volvo. These newcomers offer similar luxury features and cutting-edge tech, but at prices that won't make your wallet weep. It's like BMW brought a knife to a gunfight, and the gun is shooting out discount coupons. Let's talk about that BMW styling for a second. The 5 Series design is more divisive than pineapple on pizza. Some love the modern look, while others find it as appealing as a bad toupee. It's a far cry from the universally admired designs of previous generations. But here's where things get interesting for you, savvy car shopper. All these troubles for BMW mean potential treasures for your garage. Dealers are getting antsy with these 5 Series sedans taking up space. We're hearing whispers of discounts that could make even the most frugal bargain hunters do a double take. Imagine driving home in a fully loaded 5 Series for the price of a well-equipped 3 Series. That's the kind of deal that could turn this luxury liner into your surprisingly attainable dream ride. Stick around to find out just how much you could save on this former king of the luxury sedan hill. Ever heard of the Hyundai Ionic 6? This sleek electric sedan is causing quite a stir in the automotive world, but not for the reasons Hyundai hoped. Let's dive into why this futuristic vehicle is struggling to gain traction. The Ioniq 6 boasts impressive features like a 361-mile range, ultra-fast charging capabilities, and a spaceship-like design. But despite these attributes, it's not exactly flying off dealership lots. In fact, nearly 6,000 of these electric dream machines are piling up across the country. So why is Hyundai's latest electric offering getting the cold shoulder from buyers? One major factor is the current market preference for SUVs and crossovers. While Hyundai was designing this sleek sedan, consumers were falling for bulkier electric options. It's like showing up to a potluck with a gourmet salad when everyone else brought comfort food. Price is another hurdle. The average Ioniq 6 costs about $46,000. That's not cheap, especially when you consider that for a similar price, you could drive home in a larger, more versatile electric SUV. It's like paying for a first-class ticket, but getting stuck in the middle seat. Not exactly the best value proposition. Speaking of looks, the Ioniq 6's design is polarizing. Some love its bold, aerodynamic aesthetic. Others find it too unconventional. It's a classic case of you either love it or you hate it. And unfortunately for Hyundai, it seems more people are in the latter camp. Charging infrastructure concerns also play a role. Many potential buyers worry about finding charging stations, especially for long trips. People are concerned about dealing with rising electricity costs and wondering if the battery will outlast their car payments. It's enough to make even the most eco-conscious buyer think twice. But here's where things get interesting for savvy car shoppers. All these challenges for Hyundai mean potential savings for you. With dealerships more desperate than a teenager trying to make curfew, discounts on the Ioniq 6 are starting to look seriously attractive. We're seeing price cuts that could make even the most skeptical buyer do a double take. Are you in the market for an electric vehicle? Don't overlook the Ioniq 6. Its unique features and potential discounts might make it the perfect fit for you. Check with your local Hyundai dealerships to see what offers are available. You might just drive home in a futuristic electric sedan for a price that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Remember the Mini Cooper? Once the epitome of cool, this pint-sized powerhouse is now facing some big challenges. Let's take a look at what's behind this small car's decline and why it might actually be good news for savvy car shoppers. The Mini Cooper was once the darling of urban drivers everywhere. It was small, zippy, and had more personality than a used car salesman at month's end. But now, it's being outsold by its own shadow. The Mini hardtop two-door is sitting pretty on dealer lots for a whopping 224 days on average. That's longer than it takes most people to remember where they parked at the mall. But why is this iconic little car struggling more than a sumo wrestler in a smart car? It turns out, our tastes in cars have changed faster than a teenager's mood swings. We've gone from wanting cute and compact to craving big and beefy. SUVs and crossovers are now the belle of the ball, leaving small cars like the Mini Cooper feeling like the awkward kid at prom. And it's not just the Mini that's feeling the pinch. The entire small car market is shrinking faster than a wool sweater in hot water. But here's the kicker. While other small cars are lowering their prices faster than a limbo champion, Mini's still trying to charge caviar prices for what many now see as a sardine can. Let's talk numbers for a second. The average new Mini Cooper is priced higher than many of its competitors. Meanwhile, cars like the Honda Civic and Toyota Corolla are cruising off lots at around $25,000 to $26,000. That's like comparing the price of a designer handbag to a perfectly good backpack. Sure, the Mini might have more style, but in today's market, practicality is king. But wait, you might say, isn't the Mini Cooper supposed to be special? Well, yes and no. It's like that one friend who still wears bell-bottoms. Unique, sure, but not exactly on trend. The Mini's quirky features and go-kart-like driving experience used to set it apart. Now, they're about as useful as a sundial on a cloudy day when compared to the practicality and affordability of its rivals. Now, before you start feeling too sorry for the Mini Cooper, here's where things get interesting for you, the savvy car shopper. All this trouble for Mini means potential treasure for your garage. Dealerships are more desperate to move these cars than a caffeinated squirrel trying to bury its last nut before winter. We're talking discounts that could make even the most skeptical buyer do a double take. Dealerships are slashing prices on new Mini Coopers faster than a ninja with a fruit fixation. It's like Black Friday came early, but instead of fighting over TVs, you're getting a deal on a car that's more British than tea and crumpets. All right, folks, let's recap our wild ride through the unpredictable car market. We've seen potential price cuts up to 30% on new vehicles. That's like finding a designer suit at a garage sale. But here's the kicker. Dealerships are pivoting to used cars to keep profits rolling. This means golden opportunities for you on both new and pre-loved rides. So, how should you approach car buying now? Keep an eye out for those deep discounts, but don't forget to compare new and used options. Will we see more online sales, or will dealerships come up with creative ways to lure us back to their lots? What's your take on these changes? Share your car buying experiences in the comments. We're all in this automotive adventure together.